2016 Williamson County Fair. Tonight, like we have done in the last several years, we want to introduce the cultural arts, all of the paintings, the artistic values. That particular part of our fair, which has been with us a long time, is one of the fastest growing parts of our fair. And so on behalf of all the board, I'm the chairman of the Fair Board, Rogers Anderson, and so we say thank you for your hard work and your dedication for turning these out. So without a lot of fanfare, I do want to introduce Ronnie and his wife to come on out. I think they're going to read all of the names, all the winners. So it's all yours. I'll shake their hands. That way, if you mess up their name, it's your fault. All right, come on.
All right, I'm Ashley Leftwich, the Fine Arts Chair, and I'll be announcing the winners for our Judged Art Show. Best of Show is Doug Lawrence. First place in painting is Pam Francis. Second and third place in painting is Marie Robax. First place in sculpture is Dave Broden. For our other category, first place is Emerald Escott, and for second place, it's Donna Mastro. For our amateur class painting, first place is Hazel Albert. Second place is Susan Napoleon, and third place is Hazel Albert. There is also honorable mention by Pat Dunn. For sculpture, first place is Graham Mastro. And for other is Jonah Mastro. All right, thank you to all the winners.
All right, thank you, all you fine artists. Fine artists, you get that? All right, lame, I know. So, my name is Ronnie Leftwich. I'm in charge of the cultural arts, and I do the photography section. Thanks for coming out, all you great photographers. I'm going to go ahead and announce the first place winners for open category. If you'll come up, stay on stage, we'll take a picture. People is the category Bob McReynolds. Scenic Landscapes and Seascapes, Todd Homan. Still Life, Rick Borchert. Animals, Sarah Jones. Bird Life, Bob McReynolds. Aquatic Life, Dana Barrett. Flora, Monty Arnold. Sports Action, Scott Oberly. Architecture, also Scott Oberly. Cityscape, Rick Borchert. Potpourri, which is Special Effects Abstract, is Derwood Edwards. Fair Theme for the Barnyard Mardi Gras this year, Dana Barrett took home first place. And Dana Barrett also took home Best of Show for Open. Give them all a round of applause. I know some couldn't be here. You have to understand, these guys don't get their photo taken very often. They're the ones taking the photos. All right, so we're going to go to amateur, which is open to non-professionals that are not youth. The open category is open for anyone who wants to enter, and you go up against most of these guys are professionals. So next year we'd love to have you guys. All right, so our people for first place is Deborah Ford. Joyce Overly for scenic landscapes and seascapes. Still life is Jerry Clark. Animals, Kyle Jones. Bird life is Richard Weiss for first place. Aquatic life, also Kyle Jones. Flora, Sydney Keeter. Sports action, Joyce Overly. Architecture, Richard Weiss. Cityscapes, Marjorie Pess. Potpourri, Jerry Clark. And then fair theme, Shannon Haylett. And our best of show for amateur could not be here. She's out of town doing some fun thing. I don't understand what could be more fun than the fair, but she's doing it. Ann Owen. Give her a round of applause. Give everyone a round of applause, an amateur. And we'll take a picture here. All right, thank you so much, guys. Yeah. Next year, right? Next year. All right, and then our final category for the Williamson County Fair photography is the hardest category to judge, and it's the youth. And they are amazing. So our first place for people is Leah Kennedy. Scenic landscapes and seascapes, Kason Coleman. Still life is Courtney Franke. Animals is Lily Jones. Bird life is Aliva Haylett. Aquatic life, Courtney Franke. Flora is Kason Coleman. Architecture, Brennan Keeter. Cityscape, Courtney Franke. Potpourri, also Courtney Franke. And fair theme, Leah Kennedy. And taking home best of show, Gwendolyn Reynolds. We have one, yay! All right, thanks so much again for coming out to the Williamson County Fair. Lots happening tonight. We'll have our reception over behind the stage here in a few minutes here. There is a phrase I've been working on for like a month, and I'm probably going to butcher it, but it's a big phrase for Mardi Gras. Laissez le temps blanc rouler. Let the good times roll.
5 and under, y'all almost ready? Hands to the side.
Is he 5 and under? Okay.
Oh, no, this is still 5 and under.
This is 5 and under.
We have a big group here. Are you 5 and under, hon? Any more 5 and unders that haven't gone? Okay. Hands to the side. When I count to 3, we're going to start stacking cookies. You ready? 1, 2, 3, start. If they fall down when you're stacking, pick them back up and keep going. Keep going.
Don't stop until we tell you to stop.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop and hands up. Ooh, good job. How many do we have here? 2. 11? Got 10 here.
Let me get my cookies.
It's just the ones that are stacked. How many did you get down here?
8.
8?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Did you do this one? No. Okay. Here you go. Cookie for participation.
Spider-Man's our winner. Thank you. Awesome job, hon.
You got something like that, right? All right, you get ready. Good.
Everybody stand back. You ready? 1, 2, 3. 10 seconds gone. Halfway mark. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away from the table and hands up.
Oh, good job.
Wow. See how it's done? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. We have a winner. Right coupons. Don't tear them out of the book.
Do that again to you?
Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3, start.
Go. Start stacking.
Go, baby. Go. Come on, lady.
Do your best. Keep going.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back. Hands up. We got a clear. We have a clear winner here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. You did good too, so that happens to everybody. Don't worry about it. Awesome. Y'all did a great job. And hang on for your cookie.
Would you like a cookie? Good.
Some ride tickets. Keep those in the pack.
There you go.
Don't tear them out of the book, okay?
Okay, now the next 6 to 8. Okay,
Hands to the side.
listen. Everybody listen.
Hands to the side. When I say go, go. I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock. 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay. Stack your cookies. And if they fall, just start again. Slow down, Kaden.
Keep stacking, even if they fall, you can rebuild. 20 seconds gone. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back and put your hands up.
Hands up. Hands up.
Gotta step back and put your hands up.
Good.
So what's left is what you count. 2, 4, 6, 7. We have 7,
I know they
another 5.
They do that all the time. Everybody's felt that.
Now you actually win there with 7 cookies. Some ride tickets for you?
Did you tell them not to separate it?
Yeah. Give the whole booklet to your ride operator for tickets
Those
to
are
ride.
ride tickets. Anybody who's won ride tickets, don't separate the tickets from the book. Take that whole book to the ride.
The technique of salt curing meat's been going on for many generations. It was the first and only way to cure meat before the refrigerators and all that came out. If you wanted meat year-round, you had to cure it or it would burn. And so what everybody in the community would do, they would get together like on most of the time the week of Thanksgiving, back when it was cold enough to kill hogs. And back in the day, the families, they lived pretty close together, so all your cousins and uncles and your buddies down the road and the neighbors, they'd get together and they'd kill 15, 18 hogs. And then what they'd do was they'd lay them up on top of the chicken house or anywhere they could overnight to cool them off. And then they had a box, and the box was similar to this table right here. Just imagine this table as a salt box. And they'd take their hams, which I'll show you here in just a minute, and they'd put a layer of salt in the bottom of this box, and then they'd lay their hams in there. Then they'd cover them hams with salt, and they'd put another layer of hams in there. And then they'd come on up, when they got through with their hams, they'd put their side meat in there, which is your bacon. And then your fat back in there, which is your bellies. And then they'd put the hog jaw on top. And of course they would clean their chitlins, which is your intestines, and they would use the liver and the lights and all that for hash. And then they'd take what's left and they'd grind it in sausage, and mix it with pepper and salt, you know, and sage. Every family had their own mixture. Everybody I know today got their own mixture. Mine's better than yours, and yours is better than mine. That's a big thing. It's been going on for years, and it always will. But anyway, and then they would, in about 4 days or something, they'd take their hog jaw up and their sides up and wash them off and hang them up in the smokehouse. And in 21 days, they'd pull their hams out and wash him off. And then they'd most of the time cut their shoulders up, most of them would, for sausage, you know, because you had to have sausage. And then they'd hang their sausage up with the hams and all that, got hung up, and then they'd smoke them. And they smoked them for the flavor, true, but most of the time they smoked them for the bugs. The darker something is, a bug, that's when bugs flies in your headlights at night. They'll come to light. So if there's no light in your smokehouse, you won't have as near a problem with bugs as you do if you've got a light in your smokehouse. And so that's the reason they smoke the hams. Some people smoke them darker, and others, they'll get one out. Well, right here, they will show them this one right here. This is about the color. This is one of our hams that we cut. I'll show you about it later, but that's about the color of our hams. Some of them's darker, some people like them lighter. But right now, what we do is we get our hams in 2,000-pound boxes. They're called combos. And we can put in about 30,000 pounds in about 7 hours is what it takes us to put down. See how much darker that ham is than mine? That's Mr. William Andrews' ham. He won it this year, I believe. But anyway, and then we rub them and we stack them in booths just like you do cordwood, just like you do wood. And then 10 days later we come back and we pick them up and we overhaul them, what we call overhauling. We mash and bang in it to make sure the blood's out of it. And then we salt them down, rub them in salt again. We leave them down so many days, and we bring them like old parking. And in so many days, we bring them up, pick them up, wash them off, put them in stocking nets. It's like a big sock. And we hang them in our smokehouse. And then when the peach trees bloom in spring, we'll smoke them. We smoke with hickory smoke. That's all we smoke with. Today I'm going to sugar cure this ham. We don't sugar cure many hams. But I've done the salt demonstration last week, so I'll do the sugar cure. It's the same thing actually, but you don't overhaul a sugar cured ham. What's in this bag right here is red pepper, it's brown sugar, salt, and a little regular sugar in here. And then I'll show you what the rub right here. The outside of this ham the outside hide, that hide will not take nothing. No salt, no nothing. So the main thing you do is rub it in this hock right here, because the main vein in this hog leg, it runs down. You got to get your hock packed full of salt right here. Just like that. And you'll take this bag right here and you rub it in this ham, just like I'm rubbing it in right here now. I'll make a quick deal of this right here. Alright, right there, you have to rub it till it all goes in. And it takes a few minutes to do that, more time than we've got here to do that. But then on the stalk, and then say this ham, sugar cured ham, you won't pick it up in 10 days. In other words, when you get all that mixture rubbed in this ham right here, just like I'm doing, you're doing with this ham. The deal's done. You're through with it. Now this ham here, give me a paper towel, please. This ham here will, the ham right here, you won't leave them down but about 5 or 6 months. If you leave them down much over that, a sugar cured ham will get you need to eat a sugar cured ham in 4 to 6 months. You need to have it cut up anyway, because the longer it hangs, it gets a wang to it. But and then I'll show you, like, we leave our hams hanging a year where you have to improve, so we have to leave it hanging at least 212 days. They make us lose 6 to 18% on our hams, which we usually lose about 32 to 4% because we're air cured. We don't have no coolers. We don't have no a quick cured ham. They inject their ham with a needle down people like this, and they cure with nitrite and nitrate, and they cure from the inside out. A country ham, you cure from the outside in. Their hams is done in 77 days is what it takes them. From the time they get that ham, 77 days, it's hanging in Walmart somewhere. Our hams takes a year. That's the difference in the price of them. But this is one of our hams. The center of the ham, when you cut it, you'll get your center cuts, like in right there, ham slices, like these right here. Now the hock of the ham here, and the butt end of your ham back here, which will be your cooking meat. That's what you cook, ham hocks, and that's what you cook. And then around your hock right here and all that will be what we use for biscuit cuts. That'll be your biscuit cuts, like that right there. Now this here is the side meat that we cured. And like I said, we leave it down about 4 days and then take it up and wash it off and smoke it. And that's bacon, that's your side meat right here. And then they'll show us some fat back in there, which will be your belly. That's you hear about them pork bellies on the radio where they're trading pork belly. That's what they're trading. Yeah. And then you also got your hog jaw. Like I said, we sell everything from the rooter to the tooter. That's all about the hog. We don't waste nothing about a hog. There's nothing on a hog that you can't eat. And that's your fat back. That's your pure fat. But what they'll leave is hanging in the smokehouse, and they'll come out there and they'll cut them off every how much they think of that right there and put it in a pot of beans, a pot of turnip greens. And it hangs there until you use it up. It won't go bad. I've got hams that's 3 years old. I mean, they get stronger and they get stalkier kind of, but you don't, hams, it has to get something in it to make it go bad. That's about all I know to tell y'all. If y'all got any questions, I'll be glad to try to answer them. I'll let my wife answer them, because she knows everything. So if y'all got any questions, I'll be glad to take them and do the best I can to answer them. If not, I would encourage everyone to stay for the bee show, because it's a lot more interesting than the ham show is. My wife will be getting you some ham and biscuits out right here, and y'all enjoy it. Thank you for coming to the fair, and I hope everyone has a good time.
Thank you, Ernie.
You're welcome.
Again, y'all visit the ham house here, pick up a card. Greer's Country Hams sponsors our competition. It's just the amateurs enter this ham curing competition. You can cure one of these in your basement, in your refrigerator. That's one of the things I've learned. I take a couple of raw, what we call a green ham every year, and salt it down, and just use a meat lugger about like this, and let that ham, let the water cure out of that ham, and I'll use a refrigerator that I have in my basement, and let it sit in there for about 28 days, and take it up, wash it off, hang it, let it equalize for about 6 weeks, and then hang it up in a shed behind my house. Now, you want to keep the varmints off of it, so I shut the shed door, but that's about all there is to it. My grandmama's smokehouse had holes in it big enough for the cats to come in and out, so they help keep the varmints down. But it is something that you can do in your own backyard, at your house, anywhere. And
we'll be glad to help anybody who wants to do it. You know, we'll be glad to help them any way we can. If anybody wants to try it, you know, contact us or Leah or whatever. We'll get behind you 100% on this.
Right. We've started a lot of people just you know, doing one in their basement, in their kitchen, and it's very, very possible. It gives you a sense of security knowing that if the power goes out, you've got food to eat.
That's right.
Just like canning and preserving food, the salt curing courses came along long before we ever had refrigeration, and this way people keep meat so that they have something year-round. Thank you, Ernie and Pam, again for
yes, sir,
sponsoring our booth again this year.
You're welcome.